shot by Buddha. Facebook Gaming in the building.
Into the end zone. Five Nations, stand up.
Titans win 19-13. Joey Sly made the field goal to put it out of reach. 49ers kicked the field goal in the onside kick. Robert Saleh returns to the Bay versus former coach Shanahan, who's on the verge of being the all-time winningest coach in Niners history, but the elusive Super Bowl seems to be right out of reach. Now, coming into this preseason game, y'all, we knew that the 49ers were not going to play their stars. No Purdy, no Mike Evans, no Christian Kirk, no Deebo Samuel, no George Kittle, no Christian McCaffrey. So, with that being said, the pressure was on the Titans to come out knowing that they were going to play at least 2 series of their starters on offense to see if they could move the ball and score. And in the last few years, they didn't look very suspect and very sloppy on those first couple of drives over the years. But Titans came out, got 6 on the first drive. Tajay Spears looked to have his burst back. Calvin Ridley, who broke his leg last year, looked pretty healthy out there. Cardinal Tate, Alec Aomaner both put up the goose egg. And I will say one thing that scared me. Let's start with the bad news first. Backup offensive line for the Tennessee Titans was getting shedded. I mean, destroyed. I felt bad for Trubisky. I felt bad for Will Levis. Hendon Hooker was just throwing quick shots. He looked pretty decent playing out there with the with the B teams. But all in all, the DBs for the Titans scared me a little bit. Backups for the 49ers, 8, they got open. I know that Shanahan runs good route concepts, but just like in practice, the DBs seem to not be getting their hands around the football. And even when they were in good position, they weren't able to break up passes at times. Even though the defense did get off the field on those first couple of drives to get an offensive lead, Adrian Martinez and Curtis Rourke, 28 of 44, 238 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, sacked twice. It's scary because if Brock Purdy's in, is Brock Purdy going for 400 on us? It would seem that way. Julius Chestnut had a big run. Nick Singleton looked like they was running him into a brick wall all night. They got to get more creative with the handoffs for Nick Singleton. Cam Ward missed a bubble screen to Wandale. Cam Ward seemed to hold the ball on that intentional grounding. He did a couple good things though. I seen him just get the ball out, let the playmaker try to make a play for a first down. Not take any sacks. So Cam did not get sacked. He was 5 of 12, 57 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Will Levis sacked 3 times though. Will Levis seemed like the receivers weren't bringing in some of the passes that he was throwing, put him in a bad situation. They did not block for Will Levis tonight. And Cam Ward almost threw a pick trying to force one late over the middle on his last drive. So not necessarily impressive output for the offense, even though they got the win. The run game look pretty decent at times. Just not so sure that we got what we wanted out of this preseason game. From what I seen, the 49ers not playing their stars. The Titans are supposed to win, but it seemed like they struggled at times. So it's gonna be interesting with Hendon Hooker, Will Levis, and Mitch Trubisky, just how this backup quarterback situation is gonna go throughout preseason, because this is a chance for Hendon Hooker and a chance for Will Levis to play themselves into a team trading for them as a QB2 somewhere. So definitely looking forward to next week to see if the Tennessee Titans get a little bit crispier with their gameplay. But ultimately, MVP of tonight, Joey Sly. They brought kickers in to challenge him. Didn't know if we'd be making a change at kicker, and Joey Sly goes 4 for 4, has a 58-yarder to pretty much seal the deal, and goes 100% on field goals tonight, which was basically the difference in the game. So I really think the Tennessee Titans have some decisions to make. They have cap space free, yes indeed, but they're gonna have to have. Austin Deculus did not look good against the 49ers backups. I would be so nervous if Dan Moore or J.C. Latham went down and we had to put Deculus or Crenshaw Dixon in for extended periods of time at tackle. I just don't know if how secure we are at those positions. And if we're not secure at those positions, quarterback's going to be under a lot of pressure, and it's going to make us a one-dimensional football team. So those were my takeaways from tonight's preseason game. The Tennessee Titans definitely have to make a decision at the depth level on the offensive line. I wouldn't be mad if they took a shot at some defensive backs to get more depth there. And one of the glaring holes in what the Titans brought to the gameplay tonight was a lot of pressure up front. So many times, I could say 5-6 times, a defensive lineman or an edge rusher would shed and get in the backfield, put pressure on the quarterback, but just not get him on the ground. A couple of big plays from the 49ers came from the Titans not finishing. As preseason's training camp, how hard are you hitting? One thing I know is the Titans are going to have to be a for sure tackling team. When they get people in bad situations, 3rd and longs, 4th downs, and they get a chance to get a quarterback or a ball carrier on the ground, they got to wrap up and make the tackle. Too many times tonight, I've seen Titans get pressure in the backfield and just not finish the play. I know Robert Saleh's probably going to talk about that in the film room, but gotta get players on the ground. You know what that makes me think about? Last year, Daniel Jones backed up, spun out of a sack, ran for like 16, 17 yards, and they just proceeded to blow the doors off of us. Think about the history, those back-breaking plays. Adoree Jackson letting Lamar Jackson spin out of a sack on 3rd and long in the playoffs. And in a game where we started off up 10-0, that sack would have been us up 10-0 getting the ball at midfield. Instead, Lamar Jackson goes crazy after that play and pretty much puts us out of the playoffs that year. But ultimately, still need to see more from the Titans. I want to see this backup quarterback role. I want to see Cam Ward be a little bit more crisp in his decisions. I like to see what more they could do with Nick Singleton other than just running him into a brick wall. And I'd like to see Cam connect with Wandale, with Aomana, with Carnell Tate a little bit more early enough in the next game. And being on the opposing side for the 49ers, I think y'all made the right choice with Deshaun Stribling. He looked like prime Juwan Jennings out there. 7 catches, 63 yards. He definitely was balling today. Seemed like he got open, was physical at the catch point, bigger than he looks on paper. Maybe another one of those old Miss products. DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, just big physical freak athlete. On the outside, but yeah, definitely seen like the 49ers have more size and height from the players that they brought in. The Ephesians Priceock dude looked like a basketball player out there playing corner. He played well too. All right, So those are my thoughts about preseason week 1, which is a meaningless win that you needed to win, because it would have been a whole different conversation if they lost the game and the 49ers opted to not play their stars and the Titans were saying they were going to play their stars, go on the road. If they would have lost this game or played bad, I don't know what we'll be saying as a Titans fan base. All right, so let me get caught up on the chat and check on any questions y'all have about tonight's preseason game. Lil D said, I told y'all about Drew Aller. Drew Aller made some plays. B More Joe. Lil D. Ford. He's got to explain why Tate already said. I think early on the Niners knew we were going to try to get the ball to him in the red zone, and it just was a situation where he didn't really get targeted all that much. Quentin Tyler Sage, what up? Said the starting center played bad, to be honest. Becker. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why Robert Saleh wanted to get more burn time. New scheme, new offense, new defense, new coaching staff. Get acclimated. You're only going to get acclimated by live reps. So y'all first drive was great, seeing it go downhill from there. Yeah, really, when you look at it seemed like that was just a little bit rushed. You know, Cam Ward on the bubble screen to Wandale, he missed. A couple of times it just seemed like they was just rushing through it a little bit. Like maybe the game hasn't slowed down in the new scheme enough for them yet. But that's probably why Saleh wanted to get as many reps as he could live, because you can't simulate game time speed for them to learn and get comfortable with this new offense. Ready to see the Panthers tomorrow? Who do the Panthers match up with tomorrow? Yeah, Deshaun Striblin definitely balled out. Junior, what's good? What's popping, my boy? I hope everything been good. I know it's almost midnight. Late night West Coast game. Ready to see the next week. I'll go back and watch the press conferences. I'll go back and check things out. I say Tajay Spears having that burst back was definitely good to see. Chim DK didn't get a lot of opportunities in the return game. It's gonna be interesting to see how this roster at the bottom end of it, of the depth level players, phases out. Because with last year we played 17 different cornerbacks. It was a rotating door at wide receiver. I think they got to make sure, by the Titans spending all that money in offseason and by them having so much cap space free and having everybody re-sign, I think this is the opportunity that they may have to go out and look for some veteran guys to come in as added depth. Like if they went and got a veteran tackle, Austin Deculus just does not look like he has the foot and hand speed to stay in front of violent edge rushers. All right, we got one. After tonight's game, what would you say is your biggest concern about the Titans if it doesn't improve going to the regular season? Biggest concern would be depth at offensive line on offense, and then on defense, the secondary. Defensive backs guarding grass and getting dunked on by backups. That wasn't Mike Evans or Christian Kirk or Deebo Samuel or Ricky Pearsall. There wasn't Brandon Ayuk. It wasn't George Kittle. It wasn't Christian McCaffrey. Those were the backups that had their way with our starting corners. So I would say on defense, cornerback depth, and on offense, I would say offensive line depth. Yeah, bro. Thanks for a long time, Mr. Vaz. Stop by here and there. I also know that was jeez. Oh, for sure, man. Definitely, man. Kids' first day back to school today. It was a madhouse. Oh my goodness, that was another one. I'm glad that you brought that up. That question, about Cody Barton. He was one of the people I was talking about. Would shoot the gap, had a chance to get the quarterback sack. Anthony Hill would finish that sack. Cody Barton has never been the person that's going to fly up in the hole and make a tackle. He's definitely the sideline guy or the open field guy. But Tennessee Titans was not aggressive they would get in the backfield and beat their man and just not finish the play. Robert Sala's got to hammer that home in practice and in the meetings. Finish the play. Who cares if you beat your man, get in the backfield, got the quarterback sacked for a 5-yard loss. You could get off the field. It's third down. Instead, letting a backup quarterback spin out of a tackle and pick up a first down. It was tragic a couple of times. But Cody Barton has never been the guy that's going to fly in and make the tackle and be physical up front, even though he's got the frame for it. Any more questions about the preseason game tonight? All right. Next time we get to do Shop Talk, it will be earlier. The game has ended. It was like after 11 o'clock that this game ended, and it just really burned, especially after we was just grinding the game out. Preseason standouts. What do you want to see from Cam and the offense on the next 2 preseason games to make, if the number ones play to feel confident, they'll make the necessary improvements to prepare Cam as a true franchise quarterback? I want to see them play clean. I want to see them play on schedule. I want to see them play with no penalties. I want to see Cam Ward make good, solid reads, deliver the football with accuracy. They ran that bubble screen and he missed Wandale. Like, I want to see him connect with Wandale. I want to see him hit Ridley. I want to see him come back to Carnell again. I want to see just the maturation of Cam of getting the ball out and letting these playmakers make moves. Y'all tap in with me. I'm going to start getting more consistent with the YouTube Shop Talks. I just needed a break to get school back started. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all kids first day of school, bus, pick up, drop off. It was a madhouse today. So I appreciate y'all, man. God first in the chat. And we out. Hit that subscribe, like, comment, share. Tap into the daily uploads at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you missed the live streams, you got picture in picture. And if I don't get to any questions during the live streams or the pods, drop them in the comments. I'll make it part of the weekly mailbag. If you're following on the blue, smash those reactions. I know you're OG. Hit that like, comment, share, tap into the daily content that is the shop. If you're new to the shop, you definitely should be tapped in on the green. No ads, up to 50 emotes free for just being a follower. You do not have to be a supporter to unlock picture in picture, late night streams. Follow us on Kick. We also live on Twitch. Look out for the drops, as well as if you have Amazon Prime, it's free $99 to sub to the channel once a month. Don't let Jeff Bezos stick that money back in his pocket. If you don't use it on the shop, use it on another content creator that you like. I still call it Twitter, but follow us on X. We tweet back. If you missed the daily Shop Talks, make sure you tap in for the late night cap on the purple and the green. The Discord is always open. Outside of subs, donos, and cash apps, there's also another way to support the content. That's by grabbing a trucker hat, a bandana, hoodies, classic barbershop, 5 Nation, right out of the official merch store on Tactic, formerly known as Geeks Unleashed. Code Buddha at checkout to get a discount.